Low molecular weight heparin is called Lovenox. It's dosed 1 milligram per kilogram to treat a person for deep vein thrombosis. Deep vein thrombosis means there's a blood clot in the deep veins, most likely their legs, and we're worried that those blood clots can break loose and go to the lungs and cause pulmonary embolism. So we're going to treat this deep vein thrombosis with the low molecular weight heparin, which is Lovenox. Now, it's not going to break the clot down, but it's going to prevent new clot from forming. Well, the Lovenox that we're using is supplied 100 milligrams per milliliter. How many milliliters will be given to a 132-pound person? How many milliliters is the question? So how many milliliters is the answer? Because how many milliliters is the answer, milliliters will need to be in the numerator when we set this equation up. So milliliters must be in the numerator or on top of the fraction. The drug is supplied 100 milligrams per mil, and I chose the mil over 100 milligrams. We can turn that term upside down and put the milliliter in the numerator because milliliters must be in the numerator because the answer is how many milliliters. So we wrote a milliliter over 100 milligrams to put milliliter in the numerator. The Lovenox is dosed 1 milligram per kilogram of body weight. And so by putting the milligram in the numerator, notice my milligrams cancel out because a milligram over a milligram is equal to 1, and 1 times anything is itself. Well, now I'm left with milliliters per kilogram. If the question was how many milliliters per kilogram, this would be the correct answer. The question is not how many milliliters per kilogram. The question is how many milliliters. So we're going to need that kilogram unit to cancel out. Because our patient weight is given in pounds, we'll need to convert that into kilograms. So by putting the kilograms on top and the 2.2 pounds underneath, you do need to know that 2.2 pounds per kilogram is how we convert, or a kilogram over 2.2 pounds, depending on what you need in the numerator. So by putting a kilogram over 2.2 pounds, I have a kilogram over a kilogram, and those units cancel out because a kilogram over a kilogram is equal to 1, and 1 times anything is itself. Now I have how many milliliters per pound. If the question was how many milliliters per pound, this would be the correct answer. The question is not how many milliliters per pound. The question is just how many milliliters. So by putting the patient's weight in pounds right there, sure, we could have converted it first and just said 60 kilograms. It all would have worked the same way. But 132 divided by 2.2 is where the 60 comes from. And now notice my pounds have canceled out. So because we've laid this out in such a way the units have canceled out, notice the only unit I'm left with is milliliters. So we can take 132 divided by 2.2, which is 60, divide that by 100, and we have 0.6 milliliters.